Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Siralim Ultimate, where this episode we're gonna take a bit of a break from King Dumpling farming, because I need a break. Especially the speed farming I was doing, it gets pretty monotonous, and I mean it's enjoyable, but up to a point. And when you're playing games like this, you've got to realize when that point is upon you, and then, you take a break, either from the game outright, or, you find something else to do that's a change of pace. And so, for a change of pace, we are going to go back to our Animator Mark II party, a party that has done great things already, and will hopefully continue to do good work for us in the future. Now, there's one thing we have to do. We got to change up our anointments a little bit. Don't really need kindling. Don't really need heart that thrives either. But I mean, it's a good. I mean, let's think about it. A random trait that belongs to their race? Let's actually... I mean, we have other ways to really boost up our health hugely. Let's actually... This could be great if our Animatus ever dies and gets resurrected. So yeah, you know what? We've gotta... we can't just settle into old patterns of thinking and then never question them. We've got to, every once in a while, try out new things, and I think this could work out well for us. Because the question we have to ask is, okay, so these anointments are there as an insurance policy. If we die and get resurrected, we get resurrected stronger, and that helps us. So, what is the best form of help in that sense? And I think this is going to be a little bit better. For now, we've got a few different things to do. We've got 8 more arena battles. Let's try and get them out as quickly as we can. Again, I like to do... I like to do parties that are just... You know what, this is good. It's gonna... We'll do more damage early on, we'll take less damage early on, and we want to end fights quickly. Yeah, you know what, we can confuse enemies. We can do a tiny bit of splash damage, that'll help. Like if there's an enemy that's on 1 health, or like almost no health, we can kill it without having to target it specifically. Oh, I mean, that sounds good as well. A second brownie trickster could be a... good option. Tech Reaper, more damage for killing... for anything that's died. Yeah. And yeah, let's just go like that. A brownie heavy party. Tech Reaper, go after you. You're dead. You should do that. That's good. Brownie loner. Attack you. And a good start. Fantastic. Finish you. And you're dead. You're confused and you're dead. We have 7 more victories to get. So... oh my god, that sucked. But let's kill you. Okay, good. Fantastic. Let's try and do this. Excellent. Okay, that... unfortunate, but we can recover. Excellent. Just kill you. Kill you. That's 2 out of 8. 6 more to get. Oh, I have no idea what happened. You know what? This is worth looking up the battle history. Red Wedding! Alright. Game of Thrones reference. Fire and Ice. You know, whatever your, you know, like whether you read the books, whether you watch the show. What does Red Wedding do? Who has Red Wedding? None of our guys do. I need to. We can't look it up mid sort of a battle, but that was crazy. It's not one of ours, is it? Surely not. Yeah, it was one of their traits. It had to have been. It must have been one of their traits. Oh no, that sucked. Oh well, that sucked. Let's try this. Oh no, that didn't work. You know what? We gotta do some sort of damage to get. Alright, well, I mean, that's good. Now we are in the ascendancy. We're doing good damage. You're confused, you're confused. You're dead. We need to kill this thing, yeah. Alright. 5, so we've got 4 more to win. That sucked. Let's... Okay. Okay, that is not good. How do we deal with this situation? Okay, they're gaining stats. Our Tech Reaper's dead. After a good start, I think it's probably gonna come to an end. It's not over till it's over. But I am getting the sense that it's over unless somehow we can pull out something special. We need to do this. Okay. Okay, we survived. Who do we attack? Let's go after you. Okay, well, that was a close battle. Now we have 3 more to win. Okay, who do we attack? They've got a huge chunk of people taking their turns all in one go. So it doesn't matter. Okay, good. This other brownie loner could attack you or could try and get more people. Oh no, sorry, I confused the brownie loner with the other brownie. Okay, now we are in a really bad position. Sparktail Courier, please. Okay. We're in a bad position. Okay, but one of them is dead. Tech Reaper, please. Do something good. Okay. Brownie Trickster should attack you. Was hoping to get another confusion off. We've gotta kill you. Gotta hit you. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay, maybe I am starting to lose the plot. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Ooh. This thing needs to go. It's too tanky. Well, you're confused. Maybe it'll attack itself, or maybe we'll just chip it to death. Okay, so 2 more to get. Okay, Tech Creeper. Nobody really. What spells do you have? Nothing that attacks the entire enemy party. Alright, who do we attack? Let's go after their Masochist, brownie trickster. Some brownie on brownie action. Oh, that was awful. One of them is dead. Good hit, but now we are gonna be in for a rough position. Tech Creeper. Go after you. Trickster. Good confusion. Alright. You're provoking, okay. Oh, you're dead? You're dead. You're confused. Now you're dead. Soon you will be dead as well. Okay. Okay, this is a bad start, but somehow we survived. We should attack you. Oh, wait. Changed target. Man, that sucked. Brownie, loner. I don't know. Oh, some awful stuff is happening with my targets being changed. Oh my god. What the actual fuck is going on in this battle? Okay, well, that person's dead. Okay, you're dead. Okay, we need to... Okay. That didn't do anything. Dead. Okay, and now we've already won, so... I'll just go as far as I can. There's all sorts of nonsense going on with people. Okay, you're provoking. So that's why you are being annoying. But nobody else is provoking, but I'll have to... that sucked. Oh. And you are the one who brought that person back to life. Okay. There is some nonsense happening in this battle. Oh, okay. Whatever, dude. I don't... They're gaining traits as well. Okay, well, you're dead. Okay, well, we're probably dead. Brownie Trickster, you need to attack, hopefully confuse these guys. Okay. I don't know, man. Sparktail Courier. Okay. Yeah, we're dead, but at least we at least we got our 8 victories done. Good amount of glory as well, and we've completed that task. Gotta complete the line as well, and you know what, let's play Siralim, slot machines, scratch cards. Let's get that done. We've got to do 2 raids, 2 forage missions. Alright. 2 raids, 2 forage missions. What are you... We're not doing Keynote. We're doing everything other than Keynote. So let's do this. Yay! Skip ahead. Yay! Power that we don't need. Come on. Brimstone. Some random garbage. And finally some notoriety. The only interesting thing out of there. Alright. We're definitely going to win something. And we won a good amount. We're going to do slots as well, right? Yes. Bring it on. Nothing. Nothing. Hey, wait, why didn't that win? I don't understand how this game works. Whatever, okay. Whatever. Alright. What projects are we running? Anything on the verge of completion? Assassination will be completed pretty soon. So will a Keyforge. And when we're done with the Keyforge, I guess we'll... Man... 2 raids and 2 forge missions. I guess I should have paid attention to this stuff and done it when I was doing my other farming stuff. But you know what? It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. How long has this episode been going? 17 minutes. And... Oh. I was instinctively lowering the realm depth, but we're not. Not only are we not lowering the realm depth, we are... raising the instability, and we are rolling it until it is very well, until the item bonus is very high indeed. And you know me, the minimum I'm prepared to accept is 350. 375 will suffice. We don't have a false god coming up, so we'll just do this in a random realm. I need to pay close attention to what we're up against in these realms, because much to my detriment, sometimes in the past I have been a little bit too rash when running in. Hey, we got another realm, except this one cannot possibly give us what we need. But it could give us other cool stuff, so let's not be angry about it. Let's just accept what the game wants to give us, and we get this nonsense. All right. All right, there we go. I wonder what these things will give us when we have S rank with every creature. And that's a question for the far, far, far future, but it's a valid question, right? Because early on in the game, those blue monoliths, they give you your spells, right? You get your basic spell inscriptions from them. Later on, they just give you knowledge with the various random creatures that you have unlocked. And subsequently, like, will they stop spawning, or will they spawn and merely give you nothing? Or will they then start giving you a different kind of reward. We'll perhaps find out one day in the far, far future. Why are random people resurrecting? Oh, it's because they're fused with mites. That is pretty annoying, I have to say. But yeah, whatever. It's not the worst. At least it's only happening occasionally. And despite the lower spell potency, we are still hitting these guys pretty hard with the corpse explosions, which is always nice to see. Thorn enemies are not really going to be an issue for us. I love playing in situations with high loot bonuses just because there's so much loot that gets generated when you open chests that the game pauses briefly because it needs a moment just to calculate everything. Alright, let's... We were working on what sort of... Right, okay, we don't even have the... we're still working on the hunt mission for the Holy White. We don't even have it summoned yet. So I'm not gonna summon anything new until that gets done. Instead, we'll just use this opportunity to get through the realms a little bit quicker. Gotta make sure you open every single every single chest, interact with every single source of loot when you are playing on these high levels. And the reason I got quiet was because I was wondering, like, should we go here, get some more buffs and debuffs before fighting this master? But I say, yeah, well, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Yeah, you know what? I don't think you deserve to have extra damage, so I'm just gonna blank slate you. And I'm gonna do this. And we're just gonna win. Does this sound good to you? Sounds good to me. And we take another person to rank S for that. Reclusa is over the Gambler's Hive. Now finally we're getting the rest of our buffs. Grab some more of this stuff. Where is this last bit of parchment? This is getting a little silly. Where are you, man? Is it gonna be that it was right by the entrance the whole time, something like that? Had to kill them a few times because of their resurrection traits. There it is. Another chest with nothing exciting in it. And what's the exit? Okay, pretty close. We gotta head back home. I think we have the key forge to turn in. And we'll start doing a forage mission. It'll be a while before we can do 2 missions. But you know what? We'll slow play this a little. I know it's not it's very inefficient to fully do, you know, fully complete the Rune of Prophecies every time. But it does get stressful, you know, partially completing it and then immediately you gotta look up what are the next bonuses. I think I also want to give myself a bit of a mental break. Okay, some nonsense is happening in this realm. They have extra speed. Okay. Extra speed and less damage taken. No dodge chance though, and extra defense. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know, no idea what was going on there. Lay them to rest. You know, let me check something. Do we have another boss fight in this realm? What? Oh, I did that backwards. I thought my animatus was about to attack right now. It didn't really cost us in the end, but it was just... It was something that slowed us down a little bit. Resistant. Yeah, do that. And you can do this. Now we're just gonna wait for these corpse explosions. Do they have reflect damage? Oh my god, are you serious, man? Are you serious? Just die, please? Why did that guy have so many resurrections? Like... Excuse me? Like, actually excuse me? What the fuck? And... He didn't have good luck. They don't have good luck in this realm, so why did he resurrect that many times in a row? I ask you. And don't tell me, oh, it's technically possible. Technically, you can toss a coin and it'll come... No. I am well past the point where that kind of argument is convincing. Admittedly, I haven't done a full, rigorous statistical analysis. So it's possible that maybe it's just confirmation bias on my part. But there are just too many instances of enemies with undeath or other things that are supposed to only have a chance to trigger happening repeatedly. Oh hey, we've got a Xantai fight. This could be interesting. Well, before we head into that fight and potentially get killed, let's deal with everything else in this realm first. So when we fight Xantai, he's gonna have the abilities of multiple nether bosses. And he's gonna have extra speed, which means he's gonna go first. And in certain situations, it just means it's an unwinnable fight. So let's hope that does not happen with us. That's Fizael, and I guess that must be the master standing next to him, or her, or them. Right, come on. I love that we retain our buffs when we reincarnate, but not the debuffs. That's pretty great. Okay, come on. All right, just give me my turn. Give me my turn, please. The regular battles are not supposed to last this long. But I guess, I mean, when enemies have extra speed, it kind of it's hard to avoid this nonsense. All right. And especially when we are saving our spells for this potentially difficult fight that's going to be coming up against Xantai. Right. We're gonna go around the realm, getting everything possible done before we... Is this a thing? No. Before we fight... I guess we could fight the Master. That should not be that difficult of a fight. But definitely before we fight Xantai. Is there a chest? Oh my god. Ugh. I hate it when realms spawn with these long passageways that aren't connected to each other. I was gonna say, is there a chest? No, and there wasn't even a chest there. Very annoying. Okay, what else? There's a buff we could pick up. There's a whole room system north, but let's deal with you first. What are you? Skeleton Master. And this could be painful because skeletons can do a lot of damage. But our setup worked well, so let's start up with this. Let's do a second one. Okay. Everything good? Alright, now we use this. And we should win easily. There we go. Victory number 4 against the Skeleton Master. Got an achievement for that as well. You get achievements for the first 10 ones you beat, and then subsequently for the next 50. And it's been brought to my attention that you can keep fighting them after rank 50, which makes sense, because they are also a source of the trait material for the Master. And if you couldn't fight them after that, and if you had somehow used up all of your trait materials, you would never be able to get that trait material ever again. So it makes sense that you can continue to fight them. Another thing, I guess, Oh, hey! Book of the Lost. I was gonna say, another thing that the game could have done is if you hit... Like, if you kill the same master 50 times, maybe you could just straight up buy the trait material. That way... I mean, you can make it really expensive, but that way you could, I mean, I'm sure it works with a lot of builds. It's just too situational for us. Yeah, I don't think it would work. Like, it wouldn't contribute that much to our build, I don't think. Are we just gonna... We're just gonna win before we even took a proper turn. Alright. I'm happy with that. Nothing there. Nothing in here. Okay, let's see what nonsense Xantai has for us this time. Oh yeah, there's a riddle dwarf as well. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright. I guess, yeah, okay, we'll talk to you. Contagion... Death? Alright. I should know that because I have the contagion spell. But I also have class modifications on it, so sometimes you can forget what the initial class for the spell was. Anyway, let's just get this done. What's your deal, my man? You'll not be defeated so easily this time. We'll see. We'll see. You have a trepidation white in your party. Okay, that's kind of bad. Okay, what's your problem? Shack. Shackler's revenge. Fuck. Right, you know what? Let's, you know, not complain too much. We'll be fine. There's a way to deal with this kind of nonsense. Greater Dispel. Sure. Biobot can cast Entangling Roots again. This could be a long fight. It's important that the Dread White does get a chance to go, though. This time I'm gonna cast Clayman on you. This time I'm gonna cast Feign Death on yourself. Yeah, look at this garbage that's happening. And this time let's arbitrate, man. Okay. The Shackler trait should not exist in this pool of spells. It just doesn't work well when it results in fights that aren't interesting. That's my main concern. It's not that it's too difficult, it's that it results in fights that are fundamentally uninteresting. Yeah, we should be boosting your health if we are going to be doing a strategy like this. Who has Archangel's Blessings? Nobody has Arcane either. Only one of them has. Alright, only one of them has any sort of buffs on them, so that's okay. You know what? Yeah. Do another Clayman. Double cast Feign Death now. Okay, so now this guy should become vulnerable to regular damage, right? Or is that not how this works? No, he's got two... This would have made him immune to regular damage. But this just makes him immune to damage outright. But now he should at least become... susceptible to... indirect damage when my Dread White's next turn comes. I should give myself a second Clayman. For this exact reason. Just so I can have stuff to do. But in the meantime, we can just do, you know, Archangel's Blessings. Yeah, you just gotta make sure that this guy does not survive. Fuck off. Just fuck off. But yeah. What? Caliban, god of... what? Meet me at the gate of... what? Got an achievement for that. Return of the Nightmare. Defeat Lord Xantai enough times to convince a former foe to face you. There was a lot of text in that achievement. And it didn't all... it didn't all show up. Let's see if it shows up in this... recently earned. Defeat Lord Xantai enough times to convince a former face to make a reappearance. Okay. That sounds close enough to what I was thinking. What is this? We've got to see what this is. I was going to end the episode. We've got to see what this is. Alright. And let's start a raid. So we might as well make some... what? Caliban isn't ordinarily in the Gate of the Gods, is he? Caliban, God of Dreams? What? What? Okay, we've got to read this carefully. At the start of enemies' turns, they attack themselves or cast a spell depending on if their attack or intelligence is higher. Oof, this could be pretty rough, but we will try and take him down at level 10. I gotta see what this is about. Gotta see what this is about. Caliban, God of Dreams. You will never fully understand the extent of your transgressions, Darius. Thanks to you, the future of Rhodia is one of unimaginable suffering. I mean, listen, man. I'm just a guy out there doing my best. Can't blame me for everything that goes wrong in the world. You gotta take some accountability. You know, you gotta look inwards. Maybe you're part of the problem. Oh wait. No. Of course, he has more to say. But that is not why I've challenged you today. No, this is a personal matter. You took everything from me. I will have my revenge. Okay, a fair point. that much is true. I have given you a hard time. But let's see how this goes. Only level 10, so we should be fine. Clayman on you. Attacking ourselves 5 times. And you killed yourself. Well, that's not great, is it? Oh, now that you've killed yourself, you're gonna do more damage. Ooh, that is rough. You're confused. Okay, good. Yeah, we are gonna, if we eventually have to fight this guy rank 50, are gonna have to do something pretty... we're gonna have to come up with a special build to deal with this guy, obviously, because this thing we've got going on right now isn't necessarily gonna work. Yeah, I give you a Clayman. And Dread White can double cast Feign Death. And we won, unless anybody... Okay. Okay. What? A new project? Right, okay, because he's gonna have his own god spawn, I think. And his own relic. And we can summon him. What the hell? Alright. Let's go. Summon the Avatar of Caliban. That is another achievement that we just got. Man. Alright. Slayer of Caliban. Alright. Gate of the Gods Caliban. Okay, we're gonna get like 10 different achievements for this, are we? Wait. We beat him... What does that... Hang on a second. What do those achievements mean? Oh, I see. So every 5 you get another one. So it makes sense because 50 is the highest. Alright, okay. Well, that was unexpected. Let's take a look at what his relic is as well. What's it called? No. 1,000 Needles? No. Rosen? No, hang on. I've got to go through this list and then see what... Here we go. Void Essence. Excuse me. Okay, so it's a stone-based synergy. Interesting. I'm not sure if we can make it work with our build, but it's very interesting indeed. Well, this turned out to be a very interesting episode indeed. I am going to have to bring it to an end now. How long have we been going? 48 minutes is long enough. What do we have left? I mean, we're almost done with our Rune of Prophecies. We just have to kill a few more creatures and get these missions done. Yeah, that's going to be all for this episode. Let's recap what we did. We didn't find any special loot other than one netherstone. A netherstone which did have a trait with it, trait on it. So that was nice, but the real excitement almost happened like right at the very end. The very last thing that I was planning on doing in the episode was to fight Xantai, and recently earned. We got an achievement for beating Xantai the 5th time, but alongside that, we then got an extra bit of dialogue from Caliban, who previously we had beaten as a false god, but who has now returned as a regular god and then challenged us to a fight at the Gate of the Gods. And I feel like I've said the word god so many times, it's starting to lose meaning. But what hasn't lost meaning is the fact that we did win, we kicked his ass again. I think we might even be undefeated against against Caliban, not against Xantai. And I guess if you consider Xantai to be part of Caliban's team, then okay. He's beaten us maybe once or twice. But yeah, we've been giving Caliban a pretty hard time. And in our first fight against him at the Gate of the Gods, we roughed him up pretty badly, but he also does have a trait that is very difficult for us to deal with. I almost think that if we are going to fight him, we will have to disable our extra attacks. Because our Animatus would not have died were it not for the fact that he was being forced to attack himself 5 times. So that's one of those things where you have to adjust your build if you're gonna fight this guy, especially at higher levels. But yeah, wow, this deep into the game, and we are still we are still unearthing not just new stuff, but entirely new mechanics. The whole concept that through a secret encounter, a guy can just enter into, the Gate of the Gods, just walk in and take his place in, the Pantheon. It's one of those things where it fills me with a sense of awe, with a sense of wonder, as to what else are we gonna find in this game? It blows my mind. I'm so glad. I'm glad for a number of things. Number one, I'm glad that we didn't die against Xantai. I was never gonna forfeit, but I did have half a mind of essentially throwing that fight. I'm like Shackler and that other trait, like the Shackler trait and that other trait in one battle, but we played properly, we dealt with it, and I'm really glad we did, because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have seen any of this other stuff. I guess we would have seen it eventually, but it's a pretty rare encounter finding Xantai. It's been quite a while since the last time we saw him. So I'm really glad we got this done, and I am so stoked. I'm gonna be on a bit of a high the rest of the day. I'm just about to head to work, but even at work, the whole time I'm gonna be thinking, what else? What else is there in this game? In this beautiful, beautiful game. Wow, what a rush. And on that note, it is time to bring this episode to a close. I just had a great time. I think you can tell. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well, and I hope you'll join me in the next episode as well, where we're just gonna see what else we can find in this absolute masterpiece of a game. So I hope you'll join me for that, and until then, take care.